New overnight, Lyle Menendez denied parole after a nearly 12-hour hearing in the case of the 1989 murder of his parents.
It comes just one day after his younger brother, Eric, received the same ruling.
Here with more insight, Fox News contributor and retired NYPD Inspector Paul Mauro. Paul, thanks for being here. I want to just give you the parole commissioner gave us a statement on this, put a statement out saying this: you have been a model inmate in many ways who has demonstrated the potential for change, but despite all those outward positives, we see you still struggle with antisocial personality traits like deception, minimalization, and rule breaking that lie beneath that positive surface. What do you make of all this?
So it's a different group of people that assessed him from who assessed his brother, all right? There's three different people that do it. So you can't discount the fact that as the last parole board did, the three that heard Eric's hearing, they really went deep into the original crime. And that patina overlays whatever they looked at yesterday. I don't care what anybody says. Human beings are human beings. And we have to remember the facts of the case. At the end of the day, Lyle reportedly is the person who, after shooting his mother, decided that, okay, that was not enough. She was crawling away for her life. Back outside, Eric gives him more ammunition. He reloads. He goes back in. And I'm just sorry to put it this way, finishes her off. Yeah. She has defensive wounds, etc. The horror of that crime has to overlay what they're looking at here, and that's a predicate for what they're assessing. Then when they hear that he's had some outbursts in jail, apparently, in the prison, apparently he hasn't been as much of a model prisoner as they say, I think combining all of those factors, plus the political overlay, because Newsom does not seem to be on board with it. They don't want to go that far out on a limb, and I think that they're going to be there for a while, but we should recognize they get another shot at this if they behave, not 3 years, a year and a half.
Right. I saw that. You know, it was interesting. Charlie and I were talking in the makeup room. Sorry. We were in the makeup room about...
Charlie wears makeup?
He does. Fox News alert.
I'm trying to get a gig with Kiss.
You don't need it.
We were talking about this, and I still remember, you know, when this case came out, I did not watch the Netflix special,
right,
like so many young people have. Yeah. And so it seems like there's two different stories. If you heard it in the 80s, you were like, wow, these psychopathic boys killed their parents. If you watch the Netflix special, everybody who did that feels like these kids were sexually abused and they are sympathetic figures. What's your take?
I think that's a sharp insight because I'm in the same boat. I remember the original trial, watched it on Court TV. It was the first one of these that was like so televised, and it was fascinating. I purposely did not watch that special until I had to, and I only did it because I do this stuff.
Right.
And I saw the disparity between the two of them. The special very clearly had a particular viewpoint, wanted to push a particular narrative. Nobody wants to watch a documentary that says, you know what, they got it right the first time, nothing to see here. So, of course, they're going to take a certain angle. The thing I would push back on that seems to be part of the meme now is that we, quote unquote, didn't understand sex abuse the way we do now. Right. That's BS. I remember it. It was considered every bit as much of a horrific thing back then as it is.
And of course, that was introduced in the trial originally, in the
first trial
jury,
was in, and in the second trial less so, but it was there.
And the jury rendered its verdict. Also, Idaho State Police have released 400 new photographs or newly released photographs from the scene at the Kohberger murder, quadruple murder. You were out there this week.
I was. So interviewed the chief of police of Moscow PD, that's how they call it. And, you know, he dispelled a lot of rumors. I haven't looked at any of these released photographs. I prefer not to, but they're out there. People can see them.
Right.
And I think that there's a couple of very salient points that this chief made. And I think, to me, the main one, I think the takeaway for our audience and for the people in Idaho is that the great work of this task force saved lives. And I think that because he was going to do it again.
Wow.
I feel fairly certain that he really was. That's just my opinion. He's looking for another knife. He thought he had gotten away with it. He's apparently, and the chiefs confirmed this in conversation, and it's up on Fox Nation on the streaming service. He was a very arrogant guy, you know, and all the people that were around him in school, et cetera, they found him very off-putting, very aggressive, but very, very arrogant. And I'm sure he thought he got away with it. He's looking for another knife for a reason. He came back the next morning, likely to try to get the knife sheath that he left there. He was very, very cocky. Who goes back to the scene of a quadruple murder a couple hours later? So He was
God bless
a
them
real
and-
problem guy.
And that great work they did.
They did amazing work. Not a lot to go on.
You did
And the
great
great work
out
you
there.
do. I was just going to say, we
good
love
stuff.
having you on our team and breaking down these kinds of cases. So
I appreciate
thank you.
that.
Thanks, Paul.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.